I'm Elizabeth, and I'm an expert on child schmucks abuse that is pathetic, that I have to say it that way, and rape, particularly in America. I was first sexually abused by my cousin Christopher at the age of 8. He, a week later, put his head down on a railroad tracks and was decapitated, committed suicide. Imagine the guilt did something to him. I must have had something on my forehead like a scarlet letter that said, "Grape me," because I then, my mother took me to Florida, and she trafficked me in Florida and Maryland to a man called Paul Belt. I never get a cease and desist because I'm telling the God's honest truth. He is an active, sadistic pedophile and rapist, and he needs to be, I have the oldest open SVU case in Maryland because they don't have any statute of limitations, unlike Florida, who I've talked to 40 different sheriffs, including Sheriff Hardwick, as well as the one in Broward County, and they were horrific to me. Like just didn't believe me. They would laugh. They're just, Florida is a haven, and remember, Palm Beach Island has 64 billionaires that support the cabinet and the rapist in chief. And we have to say it like that now, and then, so I was held as a child sex slave for 3 years by Paul Belt. He fractured my jaw, gave me trigeminal neuralgia, the most painful condition known to humankind. The body keeps the score. His father, to shut me up, fractured my skull. I have 3 broken bones in my neck. Because I was just, sadistically abused in childhood, and my mother knew about it and did nothing. And I told everyone, and no one helped me. It's an example of American child rape culture and how no one helps us when we need it the most. I then followed patriarchy further because I couldn't think for myself. I didn't know my body was my own. My soul was feeling very harmed on this planet. And so I married into patriarchy, a Trump man who thought he owned my body and would rape me while I was on Ambien. Let's turn this on the other side. It took me 36 years to talk about the child rapes. I talked about them on LinkedIn 2 years before Me Too. That's how I opened an SVU case, because a cop who is a hero of my story named Mo Greenberg flew me to Maryland, listened to me, and opened up a case to hold once a pedophile, always a pedophile, accountable for the crimes that he did to my body, mind, and soul for 3 years in childhood. He tried to destroy me. It's a blessing and a gift and a miracle that I am alive. And then, so the child rapist Paul Belt, my ex-husband Tim Karp, would rape me while I was on Ambien, and that happened for a decade. And the Florida sheriffs always blamed the victim on that one. So I am a product of American rape culture, and I am also an expert, because it took me 36 years to talk about it really and bring it out into the open, that I was a child sex slave for 3 years, tortured every day. Tortured much more than any combat veteran or any veteran has ever seen action, and I did it as a child. So I am an American hero. I am a miracle, and I am also an expert witness in rape. I'm a trauma therapist, a rape crisis counselor, a brain spotting expert, God spotting creator, and so I created, and I have a book and a documentary coming out called "Making Darkness Visible: Ending and Healing from American Rape Culture." I am who you want to be a leader. I have one truth about me. All of you, because I had a near-death experience, all of you I see with sparkles on your heads. Even the most evil men among you have sparkles. You're all quite beautiful to me. You all have souls. You are all divine sparks of God. It is time now, during conscious human evolution, to level the energy up and walk the walk. God is you in form, in function, in frequency, and in presence and being. So be it. All children are our children. We need to do the blessings today of them and protect women and children in a country that hates us so much.